Welcome to the Fuakata podcast, talking about life, art, and invulnerability, from comics to politics to philosophy. Just because a guy makes comics doesn't mean he can't kick some ass. Nothing is off limits. Here is your host, Juan Navarro.
Why do you want to smell like a Cinnabon? I don't get it. Like, I really don't fucking get it. Especially as a teacher, you smell it all the time, especially in middle school girls. In any case, I mean, it goes on to adulthood, but why? In any way, shape, or form, do you want to smell like a fucking cookie? Like unicorn farts? Like any of these things? One of the things I see sometimes, and I just always really try. I'm like, I fucking have to concentrate and not move my neck muscles and be like, don't shake your head. Don't shake your head. Is people, and it's more apparent in females, but I see it in males too. They are looking to have a certain look. They are looking to be have a thing to them. They want to look a certain way. They want to be seen a certain way. They're pretending. And that's everything. I mean, I remember in graphic design, it was like, that's branding. That's just how we advertise ourselves. The shirt you wear, the freaking watch you wear, the, whatever logo you have on. I used to always perturb me that within like a lot of Latin culture, it was cool to have like the Marlboro jacket, or the camel jacket when you could get points from the camel thing and get like a hat or a jacket or the fucking, and it was like a cool fucking thing, man. Like, yeah, you should really have that. That would be really neat. And I just like, why? Like, I mean, yeah, okay, what? I guess you can tell people I smoke these, but that's it. I don't fucking get it. And it's the same thing now. I mean, if you want to have a Fendi purse or a Gucci purse or wear a watch that's like $12,000 or wear a polo shirt. I remember when polo shirts were a big fucking deal. And now I think they're fucking cheap as shit now. No, like I'm noticing there's polo shirts now. Or sometimes it was the lacrosse. Well, the lacrosses are still expensive, right? Because I remember polos were like $80. And then there was the one with the penguin on it. I mean, they were nice shirts. They were very nice shirts, well done. But they were made for slim guys. Every time a fat guy puts it on. I mean, I see it with fat guys, too. Like, there's fat guys that they're wearing the uniform of something they saw on a skinny person. And then they're trying to wear it. I did it once. I tried to wear, like, these parachute material fucking pants. I remember I spent $35 on it. At that time, that was a lot of money. And I just liked them because they look cool. Man, first off, on a fat guy, it's 24/7. Then they're not made to handle that friction of your thighs rubbing together all fucking day. And then, at that time I was pretty fucking active and I was walking around, and they started tearing. I had to put like fucking electrical tape on them. It was just so sad, and so I've been the brunt of that too. I have sinned that way also. So I am telling you from experience. When you think, yeah, I could pull this off. No, don't fucking pull it off. Well, not without a ton of research. First off, if you're going to pretend to be something or pretend to have a look or something, ask somebody who loves you and who's honest with you and say, hey, does this look good? And it's like, no, you look like a fucking ghost. I saw that with the makeup on some of these girls. Like, I look at them and I'm like, are they goth? Is that what it is? Like, I almost think it's corpse paint. Like, it's from, like, death metal. So I'm thinking, oh, man, they're, like, death metal heads, and they're going to school in death metal, like, corpse paint makeup. No, they seriously think looks really good and accentuates their features. And I'm like, bitch, that's what used for photography. You don't go out with that shit. I don't know. It was like, when Jose Diaz-Balart used to be on NBC6. I remember NBC6 used to have their studio in downtown Miami, and I would get off on Government Center to go and get coffee in the train station, and he would be there. One time I saw him there, and he had his still makeup on, so he looks like early Night of the Living Dead fucking makeup, and it's all these different hues and shines, and you could tell like what makes certain parts darker and what certain parts lighter, and it looked so ridiculous. But it's for TV because he still had like the bib over his neck, around his neck. I guess he was getting a coffee or something between shoots, and then he was gonna head back. Either way, I was like, it must do something because he has a massive fucking head. He had a massive fucking melon. Handsome guy, tall guy, but he has a massive fucking head. And I always feel bad for people with massive heads because what the fuck are you going to do? There's no way to shave head. There's no way to shrink head down. You have a massive head, it just stays a massive head. So, going back to it, when you're pretending, and it's one of those things that you have to be very careful about, is what you're pretending to be. Because it starts affecting the reality. I love the idea of fake it till you make it, but I think it's more like Jose Varese, who's an amazing comic book artist. He said it best. He said, you gotta sell this shit like you have a 10-inch dick. You gotta make it seem like I have amazing shit in my hands and I'm gonna get it to you. You have to, yes, you have to have that. And if anybody needs to believe in yourself, it's you. You are the first thing. The farce doesn't do anything for you. The lie doesn't do anything for you. Don't fucking go for that. Go for the real fucking shit. What is in your control? And I mean, I'm all for self-improvement. Hey man, if you're too fat, run like a motherfucker. If you're too skinny, eat and fucking run like a motherfucker. In the end, we should all be in a gym and we should all be working out. And we should all be fucking as healthy to the best of our potential. Now, the other thing too is recognize what you are and how you are. I'm a chubby guy. I like being a chubby guy. I've loved being a chubby guy since I've been a chubby guy, which has been since second grade, I think. I've always been a chubby kid and I'm a chubby guy. Did I get as much pussy as I wanted? Probably not. But I got a good amount of it. And I was really happy. And I had a lot of, I didn't have that many problems and I had fun. So in the end, I can't complain. So keep that in mind and accept yourself for whatever limits are. Now, could you be better? Fuck yeah. Healthier? Fuck yeah. That's the thing. And have that mindset instead of trying to play dress up as something you're not. I see it in some of these kids. Some of them are handsome fucking kids, but they have the goofy fucking haircut because the Edgar haircut because they want to fit in and have everybody look at them as the same. They have the same fucking look as everybody else, the same fucking clothes, and it's just like, I don't want any problems. I want everybody else. They're so afraid. I see some women girls that are great looking, they're beautiful, and then they're putting all this glop on their fucking face and sparkles and bullshit and everything else, and doing as much as they can to, I guess, show their plumage and be like, look at me, and I'm just like, be your fucking self first and foremost, and you'll see everything else will fall into place. The right people will be around you, the right people will love you, the right things will come to you, but that only comes from not pretending. Stop pretending. And I'm a true believer in that. I think you need to do. I think you need to believe in yourself. But the last person you should lie to is yourself. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Don't allow people to make you into something you're not. Because if you want to attract the right things and not have the wrong things, this is the way you need to do it. At least that's how I see it. Anyway, I hope you guys find yourself on a good Monday. I hope it's banging for you guys. What it's going to be? Monday the 20th. Fugly is up. You're going to have a new episode tomorrow. There's going to be this. I'm trying to think what else is going to be on the Substack. I might be punching out another Dragon Breath short. I'm working on the novel. I'm actually on chapter 32 out of 60. But I'm going back now and rewriting and re-editing because there's stuff I want to see more involved. So it's just a big process. Let me tell you, just doing this, I'm like, okay, no wonder it takes 3 or 4 years to get a fucking novel out, because there's just so much to it. There's so much to it. It's retarded. I am working on new zombie years in the sense of the first 5 issues. I'm re-editing and re-putting those together. It's coming out pretty nice. I have a couple ideas for covers and everything else. Lots to draw, lots to paint. I have some painting work that I have to finish up this weekend too, and so I got lots to do. But thanks to everybody that came out to support for Fugly. I'm happy to have new people on the Substack, new people listening, new people doing stuff. That's awesome. I always feel like, I feel like the algorithm's been fucking me over lately as a motherfucker, but that's how it is, right? That's just, I don't know what is the algorithm. I don't want to compete with the algorithm. I just want to be out there. So that's my main thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, enjoyed everything. If you did, go to fuakata.substack.com, subscribe. Like that, you get the podcast, you get the webcomics, you get everything else that's going on. Everything is going on there and going out. And if you really want to get more, you can always actually become like a patron and follow and give for the year, monthly or for the year. It helps me get these episodes out. It helps get more comics out. When enough of you do this, I will be flooding you with comics and podcasts, motherfuckers. So please try to enjoy it and try to join. And, if you join at the founders level at $100, you get 3, almost 4. I'm working on the 4th one. 3 issues of Fuakata with some original art. So come on, can't beat that. That's amazing. So try it out. Hopefully this week too, I will be doing some live streams on Substack and possibly Whatnot and possibly Instagram. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm trying to see how my schedule is. Other than that, thank you guys as always. Be awesome, be great, go out there, but most of all, be good.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode and want more inspiration, insights, and updates, head over to fuakata.com. It's your one-stop hub for my art, comics, and everything creative. Let's keep building those big dreams, one small step at a time. You can also support the podcast on Patreon and/or Substack. See you there.